Proverbs 8, Phase 1. One does not wisdom call and understanding raise her voice? This teaches that wisdom is active, persistent, and accessible, calling out to all who are willing to hear. On the heights beside the way, at the crossroads, she takes her stand. This is saying that wisdom positions herself where people must make decisions, guiding the choices of life. 3. Beside the gates, at the entrance of the city, at the entrance of the doors, she cries aloud. This teaches that wisdom is public and available. It does not hide, but invites engagement openly. 4. To you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the children of man. This is saying that wisdom's appeal is universal. All people, young and old, are invited to receive instruction. 5. O simple ones, learn prudence. O fools, learn sense. This teaches that discernment is not innate. Those lacking understanding must intentionally pursue it. Hear, for I will speak noble things, and the opening of my lips is right things. This is saying that wisdom communicates truth and integrity. Listening to her is hearing what is just and valuable. 7. For my mouth will utter truth. Wickedness is an abomination to my lips. This teaches that wisdom inherently opposes deception and immorality. Guidance from her leads away from harm. 8. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing twisted or crooked in them. This is saying that wisdom's instruction is reliable, just, and morally straight. 9. They are all plain to him who understands, and right to those who find knowledge. This teaches that discernment enhances comprehension. Those who seek wisdom will perceive her truth clearly. 10. Take my instruction instead of silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. This is saying that wisdom surpasses material wealth. Understanding is more valuable than riches. 11. For wisdom is better than jewels, and all that you may desire cannot compare with her. This teaches that true fulfillment and security come from alignment with wisdom, not fleeting pleasures or possessions. 12. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and I find knowledge and discretion. This is saying that wisdom exists alongside careful judgment and practical intelligence. It produces well-rounded insight. 13. The fear of the Lord is hatred of evil. Pride and arrogance and the evil way and perverted mouth I hate. This teaches that reverence for God produces moral clarity, rejecting corruption, pride, and injustice. 14. Counsel and sound wisdom are mine. I am understanding. I have might. This is saying that wisdom possesses authority, practical insight, and power to guide rightly. 15. By me kings reign and rulers decree what is just. This teaches that wisdom underpins effective leadership and governance. Righteous decisions depend on her guidance. 16. By me princes rule, and nobles, all who govern rightly. This is saying that the stability of society and fairness in leadership are sustained through alignment with wisdom. 17. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently find me. This teaches that devotion and pursuit of wisdom yield relationship, insight, and protection. 18. Riches and honor are with me, enduring wealth and righteousness. This is saying that true prosperity in God's design comes from wisdom rather than mere accumulation of wealth. 19. My fruit is better than gold, even fine gold, and my yield than choice silver. This teaches that the tangible benefits of wisdom, life, discernment, stability, surpass material wealth. 20. I walk in the way of righteousness, in the paths of justice. This is saying that wisdom's path aligns perfectly with moral and ethical integrity. 21. That I may grant wealth to those who love me and fill their treasuries. This teaches that following wisdom results in blessing and provision, both spiritually and practically. 22. The Lord possessed me at the beginning of his work, the first of his acts of old. This is saying that wisdom is eternal and foundational to God's creation and design. 23. From of old I was set up, from the beginning, before the world began. This teaches that wisdom is pre-existent, integral to the order and structure of creation itself. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no springs abounding with water. This is saying that wisdom existed before the formation of the world's physical and material resources. 25. Before the mountains had been shaped, before the hills, I was brought forth. This teaches that wisdom precedes and underpins all creation, reflecting God's intentional design. 26. Before he had made the earth with its fields, or the first of the dust of the world. This is saying that wisdom was integral to the formation of the cosmos, demonstrating divine order and foresight. 27. When he established the heavens, I was there. When he drew a circle on the face of the deep, this teaches that wisdom participates in the divine act of creation, shaping the universe and establishing order. 28. When he made firm the skies above, when he established the fountains of the deep. This is saying that wisdom was present at every stage of creation, guiding and sustaining God's design. 29. When he assigned to the sea its limit, so that the waters might not transgress his command. When he marked out the foundations of the earth, this teaches that wisdom ensures stability, boundaries, and order within creation. 30. Then I was beside him like a master workman, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing before him always. This is saying that wisdom exists as a collaborator with God, a source of delight and harmony in his creative work. 31. Rejoicing in his inhabited world and delighting in the children of man. This teaches that wisdom desires human flourishing and aligns with God's care for humanity. 32. And now, my sons, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. This is saying that obedience to wisdom brings blessing, protection, and alignment with God's design. 30. Hear instruction and be wise, and do not neglect it. This teaches that continual learning and application of wisdom are essential for life, safety, and righteousness. 34. Blessed is the one who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting beside my doors. This teaches that consistent attentiveness to wisdom, not occasional interest, leads to blessing and alignment with life. 35. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. This is saying that true life and God's favor are found through wisdom, not apart from it. 36. But whoever fails to find me harms himself. All who hate me love death. This teaches that rejecting wisdom is self-destructive. Turning from it is ultimately choosing harm and death. Proverbs 8, Phase 2. Historical and cultural anchorings. Proverbs 8 presents wisdom as a central, almost personified figure in ancient Israelite culture. Wisdom was understood not merely as abstract knowledge, but as an active, guiding presence in daily life, influencing decisions in governance, family, and commerce. Kings, princes, and the common people alike relied on discernment and moral insight to maintain order and justice. The imagery of streets, city gates, and crossroads reflects the public and pervasive nature of instruction. Wisdom was accessible to all and vital for survival and prosperity. Modern application. In contemporary life, Proverbs 8 emphasizes the universality and accessibility of wisdom. Wisdom calls us to make informed, moral, and deliberate choices in every area of life: relationships, career, finances, and personal habits. The chapter's depiction of wisdom as pre-existent and foundational reminds us that aligning with God's design provides stability and clarity amid complexity. Pursuit of understanding, discernment, and moral integrity produces long-term benefits that far surpass temporary wealth or pleasure. Wisdom is both practical and spiritual. Applying it improves decision-making, reduces risk, and fosters flourishing. Linguistic anchorings. The Hebrew text uses personification, parallelism, and sequential narrative to convey wisdom's role in creation and human life. Terms like Chokmah, wisdom, Tadah, understanding, and action verbs like calls, stands, and rejoices depict wisdom as both active and relational. Numerical structuring and repetition reinforce memory and comprehension. Veritas 365 translation renders these elements in modern English that preserves relational, moral, and cosmic dimensions, while remaining accessible and relatable. Theological anchorings. Theologically, Proverbs 8 asserts that wisdom is eternal, originating with God, and integral to creation. Obedience to wisdom aligns humans with God's order, producing blessing, stability, and protection. God's delight in wisdom reflects its moral and practical significance. Following wisdom equates to participating in God's intentional design. Wisdom embodies divine principles, justice, prudence, and moral clarity, and serves as a bridge between divine intent and human action. Key themes: personification of wisdom, active, relational, and guiding in both creation and daily life. Universality of invitation. Wisdom calls to all, regardless of age or status. Pre-existence and cosmic role. Wisdom is foundational to God's design and creation. Practical and moral benefits. Following wisdom yields protection, understanding, and blessing. Alignment with God. Obedience to wisdom mirrors obedience to divine order. Closing thought: Proverbs 8 teaches that wisdom is not optional or abstract. It is the lifeblood of righteous, effective living. Engaging with wisdom, internalizing its instruction, and aligning daily choices with it ensures protection, blessing, and flourishing. The chapter reminds readers that moral and practical insight are interconnected, eternal, and essential for navigating life successfully. Reflection prompts. How are you actively seeking wisdom in your decisions in daily life? In what ways can aligning with God's design through wisdom protect you from missteps and harm? How do you recognize wisdom's voice amidst the distractions and temptations of modern life? What practical steps can you take today to internalize and apply wisdom consistently?